All right, welcome. So as I was saying, they have, again, using black men against other black men. Yeah, and there will be those amongst us who will actually do it. Because, like I said, you get a raise. See, one thing about me is that at my job, I was a supervisor at one point. I never treated anybody that was my subordinate any different. I didn't treat them with a lack of respect, anything like that. If they, if they had to leave early, I would just say, hey, if you gotta leave, go ahead. I'll finish it up for you. All right. So that's the type of supervisor I was. Right. When people had to, whereas when I was to work under any supervisor or manager, oh well, you got to finish this. Look, I'm trying to protect your job. All this manipulative bullshit, right? You know what I'm saying? I never threw any of my subordinates under the bus. If anything goes wrong, I took the responsibility. It was on me. All right. And so what they've done, again, without me even realizing it, covert manipulation, is to engage in covert psychological conditioning in which, as we see what happened with black women, that they don't want to be held responsible for nothing. Okay? And, like I said, it's not all their fault, it's not all our fault. See, once they start to see leadership qualities in black people, they got to destroy it. They got to snuff it out. Okay? And they use any means, the multiples of ways to do it. Also, if I forget, so I went to pick my daughter up today, got in the house. She's telling me that this boy in her gym class hit her in the head with a basketball, twice. Yeah, so I said to her,
I'm looking for you now.
see you wearing the unk, my brother.
Your son of a
hold on.
I've been looking for you. Yeah,
Listen,
I'm ready. But
let's
you said
be.
I need the speakers first.
No. I'm not talking about that. Where is that? Where? Yo. Yo. No. Because I wanna. Because no. He was there. You got a second? Yeah. Yeah. Come. No. We're as men to men. All right, as men to men. See, I deal in truth. When I speak to you as a brethren, as a friend, in truth. Remember that night when he was here and I said, hold on, I got the computer, I'll be right back. You was right there, right? What did he do? He left.
No, yeah. I don't disagree with that.
Right, but hear me now.
But you said wait.
Listen,
but you just said right. You said you ready for me, right?
Listen, I said
what you
stay
said?
right there. I'll be right back. I have the computer.
It was ready for me,
listen,
right?
Packed up and everything, right?
It's ready for me.
So you left. I came back
said?
out here.
It's ready for me. That day he said it's
You're
ready.
not
for
hearing
me.
the point. You're not listening to me.
I'm hearing that
Let's
part.
listen. Just listen. Let's just listen. You're going to get the computer. Just listen to what I'm saying. Because I still have it. I could have given it away many times. Right?
No
I
problem.
still have it. Right? Like I said, I deal in truth. You understand? I respect you as a man. You know what I'm saying? You're wearing that. That's a responsibility.
Yeah. I don't
You understand? We deal in truth. So when you tell me that I didn't say that, that's when I call you because I say, yeah. So 2 months now, I told him, I said, okay, he didn't come. Right, so I had the computer. Every now I have to go do updates and stuff like that. So I got some stuff to put on it. So I saw him the other day, and he was like, he got the monitor, what have you, right? So I took him to that. I said, okay, listen, I have to turn on the computer. I have to reformat it because I have stuff on it. Because again, I have to update and make sure that the computer's working fine. You're going to get the computer.
No, last
Calm
time I
down.
seen you though, I didn't tell you I had a
Calm
monitor.
down. But you understand what I'm saying, right?
Nigga definitely
And the
laugh.
fact, listen, the fact that I held on to that computer.
Yeah, you should
It is
be
not
thankful.
it is not how much months now?
You're a man of your word. That's all
How
we
much,
got is our
right,
word.
that's what I want you to understand.
Man of your
So,
word, that's
so
it.
I want
We're all a
you,
man
so
of
I
our
want you
word,
to
right?
respect me and don't try to play me. That's all I'm saying. Because I love you, my brother. We are brothers, man.
You're nice,
We,
I was trying to
listen,
play
we are brothers. You understand
on,
what I'm saying? We are
let's
brothers.
talk.
So
You ain't even let me finish talking before you go to the next man to
no,
conversation.
because you're telling me that I didn't tell you that. So when you said to
What
me
did
I
you
didn't
say?
tell you that, then you're calling me a liar.
I never call you a liar.
You don't have to say it. What I'm saying to you is that when you tell me I didn't say that, you are calling me a liar. You understand what I'm saying? Inadvertently.
Listen, you said the computer is ready, right?
The computer is ready, but I have to
Let me finish.
reformat it.
That's what you never told me. We
I
never
can't,
got to that
I
conversation.
can't give it to you right now because like
Yes.
okay, if I give it to you right
We
now,
did not have a
you can't
conver-
even log into it.
We didn't have a conversation when you told me that you went through a test with it. Okay?
I don't have to
From
do
the
all of
last-
that, my brother.
Okay.
You're not hearing me. You're going to get the computer. Calm down. Conversation's done.
Okay.
You're going to get it.
This is what happened
All right.
in between that time,
All right. Give me an hour. Come.
No. I'll wait a week. Let me
Before
tell you.
he got to,
Let me tell you.
You got to wait a week.
You won't let me finish.
All
Let me
right,
tell
go
you
ahead.
that in
Go
between
ahead.
that time, right? My son wound up buying a monitor.
Right.
Remember before you saying all I need is a monitor for it, right?
Right.
I'm telling my son,
But but here's the thing.
Can I
Had
please
you come to
finish?
me, I would have given you a
Oh.
monitor. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to spend the money to give you a monitor.
Respectfully, can I please finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
In between that time, my son bought a monitor. I just had told him like, yeah, a friend of mine is giving us a computer. It can be a game computer. You can use that. He already has a laptop and stuff. In between that time, he wanted to get a monitor. I'm like, okay, cool. He's still gonna give me the computer. So now I haven't seen you in between the time that he got the monitor and now. I haven't seen you.
Yeah, but you know how I live. Come and ring the bell. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. But anyway.
I've been busy
All right.
too. I've
Well,
been
listen.
working.
Just come. Oh, congratulations on that. Just listen.
Yeah,
Just come. Just come. You
A
know,
week.
whenever you're ready. Whenever you're
A
ready.
week is
Whenever you're ready, ring the bell.
No, go through the testing again.
Yeah.
Whatever you gotta do. Okay, next thing now, right? Speakers.
Mm.
He has the monitor. It's a damn. I had the name.
I'm glad you got the book.
Still got it.
You read it though, right?
I read through again, but I have to finish up Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
I finish up on that.
Yes, and let me read in those books, man. Let me read in those. Don't be reading books like that. You know what I'm saying? That those books are just to sell you a dream. You understand?
All right.
I'm serious. The books are just to sell you a dream. The only people that's getting rich off of those books is the author. And the people who he.
I always see the bigger picture.
Right. Okay.
Don't play Monopoly to win Monopoly.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So. Yes. You're absolutely right. So yeah.
Good night, man.
I gotta tell you guys about this. See, I'm looking at the phone right here. I'm showing the file. Yeah, so the reason why I record that conversation because once he started to tell me that I didn't tell him that, and I'm like, bro, I was right there. I still have the computer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I told you I'd be right back, right? Because that, you know, that sticks with you, right? But again, it's another test of my memory. And of course he's drunk, but I want you to understand how the manipulation works, right? In terms of how they have in what is called brain fingerprinting, right? That I don't know how many of us have our consciousness stolen. And when I say stolen, that's what it is. It's stolen, right? Because if you don't want to believe me that they can copy your consciousness, go look at a company that I think right before COVID, right? In which they were talking about transferring one consciousness into, you know, another a body or whatever in the future. They make it seem like it's coming in the future, but they've been able to do that. They've been able to clone people's emotions and broadcast it back to them. So, you know, again, these things that I speak of, people may think of it as being, you know, unbelievable or scientific. But anyway, so he comes over here and he started looking at the foil, and then he's looking up at the window. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like, yeah, like how many times they're going to try to foil my life, right? Or, you know, like for example, when I try to start a business, they'll foil that. That's the type of subliminal message. Because it's very odd that a piece of foil is right there. I'm talking to him, and he's like, you know, looking down on it, like deliberately. And as you heard, he said, as I came on the block walking, you know, he's like, and again, he doesn't even know what's going on, right? So he doesn't even know. You know what I'm saying? So, but I wanted, you know, and again, I hit the record button so you can see. So again, you know, but he doesn't understand how he's being manipulated, that he's being controlled, right? And I think, you know, and I'll say I think, you know, I have no proof of this, but if you've been to prison and you're black, most likely you've been drugged, most likely you're probably microchipped. All right, and I'm saying this because that's what probably happened to a lot of black people who are incarcerated, who have been incarcerated. And we don't think that white people are devious enough to do things like that, right? Despite the fact that they keep showing us who they are over and over again, right? So, yeah, then I was saying, so my daughter, the ambulance, yeah, they're using the ambulance a lot tonight. So, again, trying to do a test. They always got to test this out, your memory and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not going to forget that, okay? They're just certain things, like I said, are just going to stick into my mind, right? Now, again, taking a math class, do I remember how to do the problem? No. Because I want you guys to understand how their deceptive and manipulative mind work, right? So for example, when I'm playing Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War, right? You know, usually, you know, there's a certain, what they call Easter eggs, or the camp, you know, like the mission. Now, I can never remember what to do. I remember, you know, a few things, but I can never finish that mission by itself because I don't know what to do, even though I've watched tons of videos and stuff like that. So what they'll do is that if I'm playing, you know, other campaigns by myself, you know, which is like if I play like Forsaken or not Forsaken, sorry, Outbreak, which is very easy. You know, you get like a 10-minute timer, and you know you gotta level up, and then before you get extracted. But before you get extracted, you know, that you have to fight like, you know, a whole bunch of zombies and other things. So that's easy. But you know, in Forsaken, you have to you know, use this robot and do all this stuff, and you know, to fight the boss or what have you. I can't even remember how to do a lot of those things. Okay, as much as I play that game, I can't even remember how to do that thing. They're not going to tell you that, right? But they'll try to do this to try to say, well, oh, we've, you know, look, he remembers that, so we have not caused him psychological damage. I want you to understand the deceptiveness, and this is why I call them out, because I know exactly how these dark triads minds work. I've studied them. And if you don't study the history of America, right, the experimentation, what they have done to black people, right, and also the reason why, because I really was, after last time I met him, you know, I was thinking about giving the computer to somebody else, which, you know, but anyhow, I ordered, you know, some used CPUs, 2 of them. So I'm going to do a new build, again, a budget build. It's not going to take me a couple months, but, you know, as a donation to my daughter, one of her classmates. So they know that, so they feed them information like, oh, you know, he's going to, you know, I'm like, come on, man. You see, now I may not even give him the computer. I might just say, you know, but I'm not going to do that, right? Because again, when they try to manipulate you to say, oh, you know, it's a narrative, or he's not a person of his word, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. This is what they do. This is what they do. This is they engage in the manipulation, right? So not because you might not be a man of your word, but because the people around you are being manipulated, or, you know, whether willingly, knowingly or not, you might say, you know what, F that, I'm not giving them that computer, what have you, right? That way they can try to cause a rift. You understand? I understand how white supremacy works. I understand how they use us against each other. Understand how they manipulate us, right? Okay, understand that, because what they're trying to do is to create an enemy, right? You know what I'm saying, within him and within me of each other. You understand? So when I call them out, and particularly these so-called Jewish people, okay, start to see a lot of them targeting me lately, right? And I was just talking to another person. I said, you know, when I come on this block, they have like the Jewish, the Shalom, whatever. I guess that might be, you know, neighborhood security watch or what have you. And I'm like, okay, well, where is the black version of that? Where is the black version of that? How is it that black people cannot have security in their own neighborhood? Or is the security working for these racist white people, right? You know what I'm saying? Or is it the church who look at you as some type of demon, because, you know, they all think because you know your history, you know black history, all of a sudden you're a demon because you don't believe in the white man's God or the white man Jesus, right? This is the mindset, right? This is the mindset and what it is that they do. Okay, so I know what it is that they're doing, and this is why, like I said, I'm talking about it and I'm going to expose it, because again, this is what I have been sent to do, right? This is part of my purpose. I keep saying that. This is part of my purpose. Okay? So for black people who engage in targeting me, don't think I'm going to be looking at you as if you're my brother or my sister. You're an enemy. Make no mistake about that. You are an enemy to me, right? Now, for the black people who love me, who understand what's going on, who support me, who appreciate me, I'm your ally. Just as how if you're my ally, I'm your ally. So it doesn't matter if you're black, white, I always say this, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, what have you. If you respect me, if you support me, I support you. I respect you, right? I give you that same energy back. But when you engage in a psychological manipulation and you think that I don't know, oh, I know. But you don't think I do my test up my theories, right? Just as how they do. They test me out, I test them out too, right? So you got to understand how they operate and how they attack us when we're young. When they see leadership qualities, when they see young black people who want to do something positive, they either, and because of how you grow up, they can manipulate you in any way, particularly when they understand and they know that you don't understand the real America, right? When they know that you're highly religious and you've been conditioned to not see the obvious, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you go look at those videos of white people taking NLP from the 1980s to the 1990s. You'll see those seminars, and they have them online. It's only white people. And what does NLP? Why are they going to take NLP classes and seminars? To learn how to manipulate people, right? See, I was talking about psychology and how important psychology is for white people because they've used it on us. We know their history. We experience it. We see how we look at each other with the disdain for each other, right? Because that is how we are conditioned. This is why I say, this is why our elites don't think about doing the things that they need to do to uplift black people in this country. Because they can't. They can't. They've been whitelisted. They've been manipulated. They've been set up using honey traps, men and women, whether it be people around them also planting drugs, all that stuff, or getting them into drugs. You know, that's how it is for us as black people in America. And the very few they put in front of our eyes, right? The very few they put in front of our eyes. This is why there is no black leadership. This is why we are highly individualized. This is why we cannot work together. We cannot unite, right? Because we are always looking to one-up each other. You know, we cannot, if we look at as a black person with good leadership skills, we don't want to follow that person because we want to be in the leadership position, even though we may not have good leadership skills because of our ego. But they know this, they understand this. There's no other group of people that have the biggest ego than white people, okay? And again, when I say that, I'm not speaking facts, I'm not preaching hatred. It's the truth. It's the truth, right? So there you go. Anyhow, they can foil my whatever. My job is to expose them. My job is to reveal what's hidden, and they haven't foiled that. Okay, and they're not going to make me believe that because they have not foiled that. They may want you to think, I want me to think that, but they have not. All right. So, like I said, my job is to expose what is hidden. It is to make what is hidden seen. Like I was telling this person, I said, you know, when it comes to black spirituality, African spirituality is unseen science. Science is unseen spiritual. I'm sorry. Let me say that properly. Science is unseen spirituality, and see, I forgot already, right? And I was just explaining it. Science is unseen. Sorry, spirituality is unseen science, and science is seen spirituality. There you go. There you go. Look at the redhead coming over here. Look, she out there across the street. Because I'm recording, I'm doing my video, so she came out. Look. Hilarious. Yeah. So, science is seen spirituality. Spirituality is unseen science. Look at her looking back. Okay? Look. Anyway. Yeah. And the reason why they do that is because they're thinking in my mind, oh yeah, I'm going to give that computer away. And I have thought about it. I'm going to be honest, I have thought about it. But it's here. I still have it. I could have given it away a long time ago. But I want you to understand the invasion of my privacy in terms of remote neural monitoring being microchipped, right? And then they do situations like this where all of a sudden you got to have the computer, and I got to have the computer now. Right? And then I say, hey, I got to reformat the drive because I got to take my information off of it. And it's like, oh, I get it next week. Well, what happened? You wanted it so much now. And all of a sudden I said what I had to say, and all of a sudden it's next week. Come on, man. You know? But like I said, you know, I understand what's happening. I understand what's going on. A lot of them may not understand it. They don't understand it, but they got to know right now. If you're going to have a discussion with me, I'm going to record. You know, that's how I am, because again, I'm trying to expose the use of you know, manipulation, particularly using microwave and radio frequency to control people's mind, including my mind at one point, and they still do at times. You know, I'll get up in the night, and the sirens will go off. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden my feet will start shaking. And I think also people who have shaky leg syndrome, they may be victims of, you know, being hit with direct energy weapons. I'm being honest with you. People who have shaky leg syndromes. Okay? Yeah. Anyhow. I almost forget to. So my daughter, like I said, this kid was hitting my daughter in the face with a basketball. You want to know why they're doing that? Because I'm going to get my daughter a MRI scan of her brain. And here, sirens, I said, my daughter, because they know. I took my son to get MRI scans, and you know, I don't believe that. Well, I don't like to use the word believe, but I don't think that we were given the right image scan, because my son used to complain a lot about the headaches that I have, and my daughter too. And the fact that, like I said, since recently they've been hijacking my daughter's consciousness to say certain things to me. So why do you think they're getting these other kids to do stuff like that? Particularly to take a basketball and hit her in the head with it. Right? It is to try to say that when I get that brain scan done, and if there's any signs of concussion, that's her having concussion, they can say it was because she got hit by a basketball. Right? I understand how like I said, I know how they think. Right? Again, you know, if you go read the Iceman Inheritance, okay, by Michael Bradley. All right, go read the Falsification of African Consciousness. Right, go listen to lectures on the mindset of Europeans. Go read the book Wetiko. Right, for you to have a good psychological understanding of white people's mindset. Okay? Then you'll understand. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. Right? So yeah, they can try. And they're certainly gonna keep trying. But like I said, it's my purpose to expose what is hidden. And I always say it doesn't matter the cost to me, because this is bigger than me. Right? I got kids. You got kids. And if you think, as a black person, that this is not what to come for black people in this country as a whole, then you're sadly mistaken. You're delusional. And as long as they're going to keep you in that religion, you're going to continue to be delusional without knowing the truth. And that is the ultimate form of how they're going to use technology to control you. Right? Because we see the lies that they tell. Right? For example, the Hasidic Jews, European Jews, right, claiming that they are descendants of the ancient people who call themselves Hebrew Israelites. When we know that they're not, they know that, well, I shouldn't say they know they're not, but we know that they're not. Their leaders know that they're not. Right? And recently you start to see a lot of Jewish people, white European Jewish people, taking DNA tests and saying that they have no genetic relationship to those people. Matter of fact, the Palestinians are Semitic people. They are not Semitic people. They are Europeanized people. They are European people, European white people, right? They have Russian, what is it? Slavic, right? German. Okay. You can, they did, let me just say this. Jewish people did DNA studies on people of the Igbo tribe in Nigeria, okay? And you could go watch the video. Again, like I said, these things are available. Are we really looking? And what did they say? They told the Igbo, Igbo people, black people, okay, that they are the descendants of the people who of ancient time who call themselves Hebrew Israelite. And you know what they said? Their scientists asked, okay, I have a question. Do you want to be Hebrew Israelites or do you want to be Jewish? Now, why would they ask that question? Isn't Hebrew Israelite the same as Jews? And the answer is no. Because the word Jew and Jewish is a recent word, right? And if you study the history, you understand that they are the descendants of the Khazar Empire, all right, who converted to Judaism in the 8th century, right? So, again, any black person that knows this, right, they get attacked as anti-Semitic, particularly as black people. And for black people to say to other black people that they're anti-Semitic is ridiculous, a ridiculous notion, because black people are Semitic people. All right? Black people are Semitic people, so we can never be anti-Semitic. Right? So again, when knowledge has been suppressed, when the truth has been hidden, even when it is revealed, because of our conditioning, we refuse to see the truth. We cannot see it. We cannot see it. Right? We cannot see it. When Israel were sterilizing Ethiopian Hebrew Israelite women, the world didn't say anything, right? Now, if another nation was sterilizing European Jews, the world would be in anger. But because it's black people and black women, it's okay. Even African nations didn't say anything about it, right? When you watch a video of an Israeli black police officer being beaten by a soldier. This is a black man who was in the Israel army fighting for Israel, being beaten by these racist Israeli cops, white European Israeli cops. The world didn't say anything. No one said Israel was anti-black, right? No one said Israel was anti-black when they were sterilizing black women. No one said Israel was anti-black when they're killing black men, beating up on black soldiers in their army. Right? But when you speak the truth, they want to call you anti-Semitic. They can't call me anti-Semitic. I'm a black man. I'm a Semitic person. Right? We are the definition of Semitic people. You know? We better wake up. We better wake up. These people don't believe in humanity. They don't believe in love as they try to make us preach and believe in love. They can use violence, we can't. Right? They can be violent towards us, but we got to be peaceful. We need to wake up. All right? You respect people that respect you. You love people that love you. You care about people that care about you. The people that brutalize you, you better learn to fight back physically. Stop going to the churches and praying. You better learn. You have a right to bear arms. Your ass better take up arms. We have to take a stand to refuse that no more generations of young black people go through what we go through. All right? You know, hate the message. I mean, listen to the message. You can hate the messenger. That's fine. Like I said, I believe in love. But if you come with me and you brutalize me, I'm not letting you walk away on scratch. Always remember that. Talk to you guys in the next video.